gap to play with. Of course, the bomb will go down, and forZe, they're completely happy with playing the B side retake. They have the defuse kit, they have a smoke and flit, but they will need to find the kills first. 3 players coming in from Banana. There's the kills, xsepower to take down the first and the second and the third xsepower. What a way to begin the game with, as Jerry finally is there to shut him down. But this retake, it has been completely denied as the kid is dropped towards Banana. Gratisfaction will find the kill. And now, Jerry, he's left in the 1 versus 4 with nothing to do. Gratisfaction, he's gonna take his head off clean. forZe, they decide to go for an aggressive play towards middle, but EXTREMUM, they're aware, and xsepower, he's gonna refrag. Coming in from CT, 2 from Banana on the fast play, but Liazz, he's ready. That was so close to the lineup. Takes down only, managed to go for the 2 fallen flashes and the one-way smoke towards Banana in the beginning. Just pulls that AWP towards Banana. It's in Gratisfaction. He has the angle for the ace. And is xsepower gonna peek into it? He is. Gratisfaction taking the initial fight, and that's the AWP gone for the side of forZe. Now EXTREMUM, they could slow down. They still have 40 seconds on the clock, waiting for some aggression. And there's the full execute towards that A-bomb side. Liazz takes one more initial kill as jkaem, he'll follow up onto Flit. And now Jerry, he is all alone towards that A-bomb side. What could he possibly do? Jerry taking down the first, goes for the second BnTeT there to shut him down. And just like that, almazer, he's left in the 1 versus 4 with nothing left to do but to save. And now EXTREMUM, they might as well go for the hunt. Not wanting to risk anything, not wanting to give almazer an AK, an AWP, nothing to work with. Now almazer completely out of position. There's the flash, the peek. Gratisfaction missing the initial shot, and it will cost him. But on the other hand, the play is just going towards apartments. There's the flash, zorte, he's completely blind. And he gets taken down by Liazz. That's the A side completely open for business. Flit with the desert deagle, the worst weapon to have in this scenario. Doesn't connect onto anything. The bomb will go down, but still the retake is pretty much a possibility as xsepower is making his way through middle. But the position in apartments is vital. xsepower falls to Jerry. Liazz will take down Flit in the meantime. In the 3 versus 3 is odd. 2 players from side, 1 from pit for the side of EXTREMUM. jkaem, he needs to try and win as much time for his teammates as possible. As of course, at this point, he's just gonna be hiding. The moment that the players of forZe start fighting with the side players, jkaem, he's gonna strike. Liazz won't even depend on his teammate in pit to do the difference. And forZe, they're onto yet another save, as of course the AWP in xsepower and the AK are something that they could be happy about, but something that they couldn't be happy about is that they just had a man advantage and they lost the round. The reaction from EXTREMUM though, it was so smart. They knew in the moment that they sold this. There's the flash to push xsepower back. Oh, and the spam through the smoke. Zorte doing so much damage. But in the meantime, jkaem, he's gonna fire back in. He'll continue. He's just pushing towards the side. There's the flash. jkaem takes down the second. Zorte goes down. And now it becomes really hard. But in the meantime, look at xsepower. Is he gonna check the boost though? Oh, he has no idea. Hearing the rotation though, xsepower, he's gonna find the first, even the second. almazer to shut him down, but now EXTREMUM, no. This play from xsepower, it was so smart to push through the smoke. Unfortunately for him, wasn't ready for the boost player, but well, he was quite lucky enough. And the timing, it couldn't have worked better for the player of EXTREMUM, as they're gonna make it their 7th. forZe, things with utility, it hasn't been working. Of course, they haven't necessarily had the best buy round that they could have wished for in terms of utility, but still, they had a pretty... As this is the counter from the side of forZe, they'll go for the re-aggression. They will go for the late take towards Banana. xsepower though, he is ready. almazer with a double, but Gratisfaction is there to trade. And EXTREMUM, they managed to deny it. Although forZe, they get a double, which might make things a bit dicey as xsepower, he's gonna aggress from long, goes for the re-peek, falls back now, man advantage in favor of the CTs, but jkaem, he's already made his way towards the side. xsepower, he wasn't ready for that as Flit, now the one man standing, they know where he is. Now they know his exact position. There's the flashes, they need to get rid of him, and jkaem, he's not even gonna wait for the smoke to fade. Takes him right through. And now zorte left in a 1 versus 2 to try and collect. there is no point in doing so. EXTREMUM, they make the nade, and ladies and gents, so far it has been just as one-sided as possible, but gain some confidence might help them to even try and fight for the map. But at this point, EXTREMUM, they're just running all over the BnTeT with the entry onto Jerry. Once again, man advantage going in the way of Twistzz. There's the re-aggression. jkaem, though, is gonna take down the first. Goes for the second. xsepower, good for one, but only for that as Flit. He's gonna fire back with two, actually, because they have a chance of winning it. But if they lose both players and they lose it, well, money is gonna make them go for a hard buy yet again. And if they save it, if they save two guns in this scenario, they will be able to rebuy. But at this point, we said it. They're not happy with just saving. They want to win rounds, but, well, they just get... They're really good at reacting to the situation. Just countering the plays from forZe. Flit pushes banana, gets a double, 2 versus 2. Dope. There's the A play, zorte. That's a nice beginning to the round as they find the man advantage. But yet again, this is the side of EXTREMUM. But let's see. He has his position towards Graveyard. Trying to win time. Goes for the fight. almazer doing so much damage. Unfortunately for him, though, only 1 kill. But this has made it doable for his team. Liazz, though, in the meantime, is going to take down Jerry. xsepower to strike down Liazz. Azur still in the round, goes down, and now BnTeT with everything to do. This is the best chance that forZe have had to win a round, and indeed, they will win it. forZe, finally, they win their first as xsepower. He's going to shut down BnTeT 10-1. Still, though, losing 3 players isn't necessarily the best. Oh, zorte with the collateral. zorte going out through the smoke, deploys the smoke towards start. There's the first kill, there's the second from Jerry. And the complete shutdown as Liazz now left in 1 first. Stations have come through. They're gonna push him with the ropz. Liazz doing some pretty decent damage, but xsepower, he's had enough. xsepower gonna slow down this mid-take with the molly. Does fair amount of damage with it, actually. And this might be just a disaster for EXTREMUM. BnTeT taking down one. Azur and jkaem, though, to follow up. And the entries for EXTREMUM, they're just so sick. The spacing, the movement when they go onto the side. It is so confusing for forZe for the straight execute. We're not gonna even play the default. We're not giving you anything to work with. Not even a single chance to go for a collateral. Apartment is controlling. He wants to deny it, but that's the way execute. Yet again, they're just gonna go and ham all 5 players. Flit with 1, but the refrag is on point. jkaem. Now almazer and xsepower. Still the AWP is in play, but almazer, he needs to stand his ground. Gratisfaction supposed to clear towards apartments. xsepower with a second, and that's the impact of the AWP. xsepower even getting the 3rd. That's absolutely mental from him. BnTeT now left in the 1 versus 3, gets denied by Jerry. This is the whiff, and this is maybe the worst part of playing Inferno against Gratisfaction when he's on the CT side as Jerry. He's gonna go for a double Gratisfaction on the refrag. Flit gets taken down by Grad, but zorte is there to fire back. Now the 2 versus 3 yet again, man advantage for forZe in the last round of the half. zorte, he'll continue. They have the bomb, and this is gonna be 4 rounds for the side of forZe. Gratisfaction, he's gonna get fully flashed here. 4 players in front of him, doesn't find anything. That's the complete B-rush. Azur needs to go huge here. The in-game leader peeks into it, doesn't find anyone, falls back. And forZe, they're gonna continue aggressing towards ruins. They want the fights, they want to take down every single player from EXTREMUM, and so far it has been working perfectly as jkaem now left into the 1 versus 2 towards ruins. Has the support now of his teammate BnTeT towards CT, but BnTeT getting the kill will change a lot. He has the CZ, and it won't be the best weapon in this scenario as I say that, he finds a second, but jkaem left into the clutch, and almazer, he's gonna deny him. xsepower, of course, has the AWP to contest, and Grad, he's not taking his time, goes for the peak, but xsepower. Oh, but there's the counter flash. Azur, he's gonna pick into it. He's gonna have the first free kill. Does he manage to escape? Yes, he does. There is no refrag whatsoever coming in for forZe as they're gonna continue to focus towards that A-bomb side. Azur has a gap to play with, and this might be a bit dangerous. Azur gets down the second. No refrag once again. Setup from EXTREMUM might work out just perfectly. They're trying to go for the contact play. BnTeT takes down the first. Now it's jkaem's turn. Now jkaem, he's gonna strike, but xsepower and Flit. xsepower somehow landing the flick. Now the 2 versus 2 and xsepower continuing to pick them apart. And just like that, this round, it has turned around, but Liazz, good for 1. Is he gonna be ready for the upfront position of Flit though? 34 HP for Flit to work with, and oh, Liazz, he is not ready, and he goes down. Another case to prove how different CS is from what it used to be. Before, if you have one team being so dominant on the T force, their T side has been mental, pretty much like the one of EXTREMUM in the first half. almazer though goes down. Zorte so clinical on the entries. That's a disaster for the side of EXTREMUM. They had the best start possible. They had every odds in their favor. 10-0 in the lead. But forZe, there's no chance that they allow him to save this AWP. Goes the first player, goes for the kill. Now they know where he is, and he's gonna be in for a tough time towards ruins. Gets down the second BnTeT. Is he gonna find the third? They're just gonna double peek him. One from behind, one in front of him at time. They were so clinical there, but let's see how they fare. EXTREMUM. Gratisfaction finally managed. No way for them to lose this one. Now the molly will come through. There's the kill though from Jerian. jkaem, he missed the timing a bit, gets down the first. Pseudo man advantage for the CTs, and jkaem, he's gonna strike. There's almazer, and with the double spray down, it will come through towards long. almazer just spotting with the AK, doesn't want to commit to the fight, gets the flash, goes for it. There's the secondary flash from almazer, and that's absolutely perfect. Power looking for an opening, missing the initial shot. There's the peek from BnTeT. Liazz, he's gonna have a free kill. Doesn't manage to throw it in the best way possible, but look at the backstab coming in from Jerry. This might be huge. Takes down the first. Is he gonna find a second, missing the initial shots? And it will cost him. BnTeT to take him down on Flit to the 1 versus 4. Finds himself the first, not quite the second though. almazer, huge here. He needs to go for a rotation. There, go out with the flash and BnTeT. This is such a tough position. Doesn't even manage to get the first. And EXTREMUM does the safe go coming in straight. They realize if we go for this one and we lose it, we are not gonna have the best of buys. So let's give it away. We have the lead. Much the same as it was last round. The AWP in the hands of Gratisfaction, full utility, and jkaem, he goes for the fight towards banana, but the xsepower, they execute towards B every single round until they get denied. Oh, the double peek. Gratisfaction, he's overwhelmed, and BnTeT needs to go huge. Gets the first, gets the second, and Jeremy, he's low HP, but BnTeT doesn't connect the bullets, and the 2 versus 3 is on the retake from Liazz and almazer, and they might as well call it a day. They're going for yet another safe. EXTREMUM, that looked quite dangerous, but this double peek is so dope. It's head off, and in this scenario, they didn't even need the refrag onto Grat. BnTeT, it was a nice effort, but coming through. Now the mollies from the CTs need to come. almazer with the HE does so much damage, done only from grenades. As jkaem, he's gonna drop Zorte, and this is perfect. EXTREMUM, they have read this one perfectly. almazer on the rotation, takes down 1 xsepower with the refrag through the smoke though, and BnTeT still needs to find at least one. 15 seconds, BnTeT needs to buy as much time as possible. Gets even the kill, and xsepower, he's just completely denied. 8 seconds, saving the AWP is the only option. EXTREMUM, that was a textbook round from them. Getting the rotation, saving up utility, needs to go huge here. Does he realize that's a nice HE? But they need to find the kills, they need to try and deny them. BnTeT pushing into the AWP, and things have been starting to crumble for the side of EXTREMUM. jkaem, he's gonna take down Zorte, but the B side is completely open for business. Of course, almazer down to 19, bomb will go down as well, and the retake is on forZe. They managed to outplay EXTREMUM, and this is the difference with the AWP. And for almazer, this bomb side is such a bad place to be. He's just completely blind. Gets mollied off. xsepower though, still alive. Gets the first! Not quite the second as EXTREMUM. They're gonna make it 15. And just like that, they manage to make it up. Brad with the AWP, goes for the first, misses the shot. Liazz now from pit, needs to be impactful, goes for the peek, takes down the first, has a flash. Gratisfaction with 1, but the refrags, they're on point. Liazz though, he's still alive in pit, gets himself a second, but 1 for 1 is everything that happens towards that A-bomb side as jkaem and BnTeT there yet. And extremum not having a smoke to obscure the vision of the player in pit or the player inside might come to haunt them as Flit, he's gonna go for the first jkaem to take him down. jkaem goes for the second fight, and somehow the round goes in favor of extremum. jkaem, being an absolute monster here, goes for the 1 versus 2 clutch, manages to isolate both. Is gonna be on the decider of Dust 2. The pistol round already beginning, because BnTeT, he's gonna find the first, falls back towards CT, does the standard push towards CT, but oh, Gratisfaction, this is so smart, gets out the first, goes for the second, and Gratisfaction and Liazz just canceling and denying the entire push from the side of forZe. Pistol round going in favor. Needs to be careful. Now he considers it. xsepower takes the initial fight onto jkaem. Gratisfaction going for the fight towards connector, gets the kill, ready for the repeat. 4 versus 4, but they're not aware of the fact that there's a second player towards ramp, and BnTeT, if he drops the bomb, that could be the entire round just falling apart, and BnTeT, indeed he will. Now 35 seconds the bomb, 25 seconds on the clock, and zorte is gonna take the initial fight as her, but he will fall to xsepower, and just like that, they have won the round pretty hard. As first they go for the fast short split. Gratisfaction though, he is already there and he is ready for it. jkaem hiding behind ticket. Is he gonna get checked? Yes, he does. Same goes for BnTeT, both falling. As Liazz, he's gonna fire back with 1. Now the 3 versus 3. Still all of the rifles are in play for the side of extremum, and they have the back wrap from T-spawn. Azur here though needs to win the fight against almazer, and oh, the timing. almazer, is he gonna be ready? Oh my goodness, that was so sad for Azur. Flit, he's gonna take down Gratisfaction, does the same to Liazz, and they're ready for some action as well. extremum down 2-3, trying to be aggressive towards middle. Azur, he will take the initial fight up to zorte, and jkaem, he will double up on that. Jerry goes down. Now the 3 versus 5. As forZe, they have nothing to work with. They need to win this round, only using their headshot abilities. almazer going for the peak. Azur will take him down, and now xsepower in the 1 versus 3. He's been absolutely clinical with the AWP, but Gratisfaction is gonna take the better. No, extremum, they've been looking more than happy to let forZe work with middle. But as I say that, xsepower, that's a nice kill to find on. As Flit, he's gonna take down Azur. 2-man advantage now in favor of the Twistzz, and Jerry gonna take the head of Gratisfaction. 2 versus 5. BnTeT all alone takes down the first, but he's gonna get completely annihilated now by the players double peeking him. And extremum, well, they weren't in this round. By leaving middle, do you go for the heavy mid battle right now? Do you go for the heavy mid presence? Just send the players of that play. And Azur, is he checked for? Goes for the peek, and zorte, he's gonna take the better of him. Something to work with here. extremum as Gratisfaction, he continues, misses the initial shot, lands the second though. It was messy, but in the end gets the better of Jerry. Now jkaem, he's not gonna strike, as Flit and xsepower are gonna shut both towards different areas of the map. Has been working great for them. Oh, and the timing for Flit. Please go for the knife. Go for it, please. He's searching for the second, but he didn't go for it. He's gonna find Liazz as well, but at this point, but there's the flashes towards that B side, and Gratisfaction. Flit is gonna take him out, but Liazz on the double. They will actually cancel the replay. They're going all the way towards connector. Oh, and Flit, he has this one wrapped as BnTeT. He's gonna fire back. BnTeT goes for a second. Goes for the plant. They'll allow it. They don't want to get caught by a fake, and now they will just play the retake. There should be no chance for zorte, but just how much damage can he make playing around the smoke? extremum, they're waiting it patiently, and Azur is just gonna spam him through. That's gonna be a 4th round for the side of extremum. 4 players alive, and an AWP saved in the hands of Liazz, who We might say that Liazz and BnTeT, they completely... We've seen that forZe are really keen on taking just late menu control. They don't want to show any presence early on, and somehow xsepower wins this fight. Gratisfaction goes down. And yet again, forZe, they find themselves in a man advantage situation. 4 players are going to split from connector, which means that they need to aggress. And jkaem, he denies the A-side play. This is huge. Somehow, still alive behind triple. And jkaem, he's going to take down a second. That's not possible. jkaem goes for yet another, but are they ready for BnTeT? And they're not. BnTeT takes out the first, goes for the second, doesn't quite connect. And Liazz, again, he needs to go for a double, but this time, with the clutch. Doesn't spot the player going towards Tetris. Seem to... Oh, he did. He did spot Flit, but is he ready for the op? He is, and now he knows. He knows exactly where both players are. Deploys a smoke into the bomb, taps it. And he's just gonna go and push into Flit, but... Well, they're reacting really well as well. They just go for the entirely A-orientated push. Look at that, Cherry on the entry. jkaem to cancel. But this is just one in return. They need to find more. forZe once again just counter playing so well. So far, every single duo has been going in favor of EXTREMUM. Gratisfaction misses the initial shot and it will cost him. Plant for the second time. Finally, the bomb will go down. So there is a player from Palace and they're watching ground, but are they ready for Palace? Are they even considering this one? Oh, jkaem. Is he gonna find a no xsepower? Turns around in just the right way. They know where he is though. They need to find a second player. xsepower just playing for time at this point. Peeks for it. Almazer to support. Jerry going for the fast burst towards Palace. Once again, gets the kill onto BnTeT. Jerry, he's been so phenomenal from Palace. Every single time getting the initial peak, that has helped his team so much. Now Liazz, you need to go huge once again. Spots the shoulder of the player. Oh, the timing is so bad. Liazz though, good for one. Deploys the smoke, needs to win some time. And Flit, he's gonna strike from connector. Liazz still alone as jkaem is gonna shut down Flit. Now, that might come to haunt him. Falling back now towards side, but Jerry, he's so close already. He's just gonna drop Gratisfaction. What is that? Goes for the second. And just like that, this is the opener that EXTREMUM want to have. This is the... For some reason, oh yeah, there is an AFK player, Flit, having some technical issues as this is gonna goes off. They're gonna deploy the jungle and stair smoke. Just a standard pistol around here. They're gonna try and push into CT. Liazz with the first. Jerry and Flit to fire back though, and Flit is still alive towards CT. Finds a quick double now. 2 versus 3. They need to get rid of Flit, but he is staying here for a long time. Flit. jkaem, he needs to be careful here. Azur, he's gonna fall. Same goes for Liazz. They're just getting completely shut down. jkaem finally is gonna find one, but to what avail? BnTeT though strikes down xsepower in the meantime, and they might have a chance in this one. Almazer, as we say that with the M4 from Jungle, is gonna take down the first. jkaem good enough for the trade. Jerry is there to cover him up. One for once, going left, right, and center, and now we're only left in the clutch scenario. BnTeT and zorte, the last player standing in the server, is gonna be BnTeT. Aware of the angle. Well, he's not gonna be decided there. But at this point, of course, they were so much better on Inferno than EXTREMUM right now here on Mirage. And this must be scary. Jerry here, just jumping around. Not getting punished as BnTeT. He's gonna finally take him down. Flit, not finding anything. Azur is ready for him, and Almazer and zorte, as I say that, make that only Almazer the last man standing for the side of the CTs. Bomb will go down. That's going to be a nearly flawless round for EXTREMUM, but realistically, they will need 9 more rounds just to force overtime. Not even to win, just to force overtime. being shutting them down with aim every single time. Look at the push from Jerry, takes down the first, just them openings. They in fact have the setup towards middle, and Flit, well, they smoke towards window, just situation completely perfectly. And well, as Liazz will take down almazer, zorte is there to fire back. Now the 2 versus 4. And the 4 rotations have come through zorte. He'll continue. Gratisfaction, the one man left. Nothing that he could do. forZe, they take this one by storm. Outplay themselves a bit with the veto. We're yet to see though. The long play comes in through Liazz. He's gonna take the initial kill. jkaem with one more. As he overcommits, and Liazz continues with the USP. Takes down one more. Somehow he's still alive. Has the support of Azur. As Liazz finally, he will fall one, but Azur, he is there. Both crossing. Gratisfaction with all to do. Gets the first, gets the second. The fast one. Jerry here will find the opening onto Liazz. Azur is quick enough in the rotation. Finds the first. He's gonna commit. Azur fully flashed by Flit. He's gonna go down. jkaem now. He's left entirely this B side. He wants to cancel the mid play, but to what avail? Now they realize it. At this point, Flit, he doesn't have to take the fight. BnTeT though will catch him off guard from behind, and the retake is on. 3 versus 3. We know the retake on B could be extremely tricky, even if you have a man advantage. And in this scenario, they don't have this one. 2, 5 flashes, 1 molly, which could make it a bit easier. Now BnTeT starting to storm his way into the B bomb side. zorte, he's gonna take him down. zorte with the second, zorte with the third. And just like that, forZe way out of tunnels, but that could backfire. There's 3 players towards that B bomb side in the max 7. It is deadly, and jkaem, he just shuts him down as zorte. He will take down his own teammate Jerry in the process. Now the 2 versus 4. And only the scout in the hands of xsepower. jkaem through the smoke is gonna shut him down. Now it's only left to almazer, who's not even gonna connect in. forZe, they want to get up close. They want to go fast out long, but Liazz is there to shut down. almazer on the refrag though. BnTeT with 1. jkaem still alive towards Bidden. Kills go for the duo, and he needs to win it as well. That's such a risky play from Gratisfaction, and in the end, it will cost him, as Azur now is left in a 1 versus 3. Goes for the fight. almazer through the smoke will shut him down, and forZe. Gratisfaction. Does he spot him? He didn't, but he will go for the repeat. Gratisfaction takes down xsepower in the meantime, though. zorte is gonna punish Azur for the aggression. We're back into a 4 versus 4. 3 players already making their way out long. Gratisfaction, he is ready for it. Does he spot the player? He doesn't, and Flit, he's gonna have himself. jkaem, that's gonna be perfect, and the 3 versus 3 retake is on after jkaem gets this free kill onto Flit. Bomb does go down. All 3 players are gonna retake from short. They have the defuse kit, they have the smoke and the molly. There is a zorte. He's gonna be the first player to make contact, but as I say that, BnTeT gonna get rid of almazer. There's the repeat. Jerry doing so much damage. zorte there on the crossfire, and now Liazz left in the 1 versus 2 as zorte is gonna call the information to his teammates, but the pace split is already on. jkaem goes for the first. Somehow Liazz gets the second, but Flit is clipped. Still 1 smoke available for the Twistzz, which will slow them down even more. And the B-bomb side is so hard to retake, even if they could do a lot of damage, and even if they lose it, still they're gonna have enough money to fully invest into the next one. Gratisfaction, that's a nice way towards Carousel, might come in handy, as both teams have pretty much the same setup. There's the flash though from the CT. zorte, he's ready for it. almazer as well. BnTeT finally trade one out, but pulls the player. Window also aware, and BnTeT, he's gonna support jkaem. Now the 2 versus 2, And the max 7, he needs to wait. BnTeT though, he casts the cross, goes for the fight, takes down the first, peeks into the second. Zorte missing the initial shot. Still though, jkaem, he can't even peek if he wants to. He needs to wait for Zorte to get up close. Zorte doesn't seem to be aware. BnTeT just jumping through the smoke with the headshot. This time is going to be the full execution towards short, as Gratisfaction needs to be careful. Suppose the first manages to land the shot and fall back, but Flit in the meantime is going to find almazer. And forZe, they've been so good at equaling things up. Gratisfaction was the player behind Guardian. Here's the HE, does a lot of damage. Gratisfaction, he's gonna find a kill onto Zorte. Now he can just hold, and he has the support from BnTeT. BnTeT needs to win this duel. Gratisfaction is gonna lose his to xsepower. Now this becomes tricky for BnTeT. Does he wait long enough for Flit? No, this is just the patience game, just the timing. BnTeT should know. Away. Still though, he is ready. The timing is perfect, and BnTeT, he manages to win the fight. Now the 3 versus 2 is on. He wins the patience game. There's the aggression from xsepower. Fully flashed. xsepower takes down the first. Liazz though to fire back. Liazz with a second. And the round will go in favor of EXTREMUM. It is a messy retake, but in the end, it does work. The fuse will come in through. Just barely. AWP saved. And it's about time for forZe to shut him down if they want to make this one competitive. Liazz, he's gonna fall. And now jkaem, he's on his own towards B. Goes for the first fight, connects the bullets, but doesn't get the kill. And now he is in for a hard time. jkaem needs to go huge. almazer, he's gonna get completely denied from CTS. Gratisfaction will find one. jkaem though, still towards side, finds himself the first. jkaem goes for the second, and BnTeT with the double with Gratisfaction. There's the execute, there's the HE though, and it will do a lot of damage. jkaem caught off guard. Now Liazz, the only man towards that B side, gets the double, not quite a triple though. As Jerry gonna shut him down out of 2 versus 3. almazer still alive towards short. He might have himself a free kill here. Oh, but they're ready. They're ready. Gratisfaction waiting for it. This is so smart. Now they have a chance in this retake. It's gonna be a tough one, considering that the crossfire is really powerful, but this smoke might help them out. It will obscure the vision for xsepower. They'll have 1 versus 1 towards window, but they're continuing to fight, and well, it has backfired. Gratisfaction, he's gonna find xsepower. They over-aggressed and they get punished. Now the 4 versus 5 as they make their way towards short, where almazer, oh, they have the setup, but there's 5 players on the other side. almazer finds the first. Now they need to wait for them to peek into their crosshairs, but Gratisfaction does exactly that, and Flit is all alone towards that A-bomb side. That's a nice way to start things off. Gets the first one tap, and there's the fast flank. Flit somehow with Jerry. Still a fair amount of damage exchanged for both sides. Nothing so far. They're fully blinded by the flashes of EXTREMUM, and the bomb pool actually won't go down, as jkaem, he's gonna take down Liazz again. almazer with 1 in return, which will allow the bomb plant to deal with some 4 versus 2. And unless BnTeT goes absolutely nuclear towards short, well, this should be an impossible one to win. There's the resmoke. BnTeT, he's gonna be able to still hold towards short on the back of that smoke, but almazer, he's gonna fall. And BnTeT needs to turn his attention away. There's the flash, there's the peek, and there's the kill from Flit. EXTREMUM, they lose this one, but now they will have a full buy on the back of the bomb plant, on the back of the full loss bonus. Still, it is not done for them just yet, but they need to start winning. While you're planting the bomb, everything's alright. All good. If you don't plant the bomb, well, this might come to haunt them in the later stages of the round, as they still have the wrap from short. xsepower though, gonna punish the curious. Oh, and Flit, he's gonna push behind Liazz, but he might get surprised. There's the flash though, Flit, it is perfect! Gets a quick double. Still, the AWP is there. xsepower shutting. Proof why. If he wants to prove that he's been called the Indonesian symbol for a reason, he needs to do it now. But he will get denied by long, the peak, and Azur. At this point, if they continue losing rounds, and look at that, Flit just pushes. If Flit has the headshot angle, that's an extremely hard shot to hit. Gratisfaction is gonna make his way out, but xsepower gets the timing correctly. That should be just devastating for the side of EXTREMUM. jkaem now the one man left. xsepower is gonna take him down as well. forZe, do they have in the strat book? What does Kassad have in the strat book here for EXTREMUM? zorte, he's gonna find BnTeT. 5 versus 4 now, man advantage yet again for the CTs. As they try to go for the B-split, zorte though, he's still alive. Towards the back of the side, but there's still one more player here, Jerry! They have this one! Read completely correctly the side of forZe. 3 players towards that B side. This is just a complete denial of the push from EXTREMUM. Say, okay, we might choke in this best of 3, we might lose here, we'll still have chances to qualify, we'll still have more chances, we're gonna qualify sure. At this point, it's just the wall on the other side. EXTREMUM, they go for the full investment, and they get completely annihilated by forZe. There is no second chance, that's it. If they lose this, they're out. Azur, he's gonna take down xsepower. Still alive towards ramp somehow, and there's the back ramp. almazer, he has this one wrapped for ages, but Azur, what is he doing now though? Gratisfaction left in the 1 versus 2 and the scout finds himself the first, picks up the AWP, goes for the flick, doesn't land it, and zorte towards long. And they continue, they rush through the smokes, but zorte, he's gonna take down Gratisfaction. Surely they flash him off. There's the molly, there's the peek, and zorte, he connects. zorte goes for the right peek once again. Makes himself the ultimate threat for EXTREMUM in this round. Now the 2 versus 3 is on as BnTeT. Finally, he's gonna get rid of the upper. BnTeT finds one more. Doesn't land the flick. 2 versus 2, jkaem though. Left to 12 HP, goes for the fight towards short. He's gonna fall short to Flit. BnTeT needs to go for the clutch. 1 versus 2, taps the bomb. Is he ready for the round player though to be so close? Doesn't, but there's a missed shot. xsepower in the end.